Thank you for coming. I really appreciate that you have found time from your busy schedules to come to Maji House. And we are in the season of short rains. And I'm very keen on water storage and water harvesting. As a country, our solution is to store as much water as possible. Right now, our figures stand at around 107, 108 meter cubic per capita, meaning that our population and our storage capacity of water, everyone has a storage of 107 meter cubic. Hizo ni lita kama 1,700,000 za maji, which is way below standards for other developing and developed countries. Our food problems, our flooding issues that we have in the lower Sabaki River and also in Tana River, the areas of Marsabit, is because of our poor and limited storage of water. The government has put in measures to ensure we increase this storage, but it is not cheap. It is expensive to build large dams. Right now, we're in the process of building 2 dams, 3 dams that are very key. We are talking about Thwake Dam, phase 1, that is at above 90% complete, and we are mobilizing for more funds to complete that one. Tentatively by April next year, that dam is supposed to store and start impounding water. We have Mwache Dam in Kwale. This dam is approximately 15% complete, and we had issues with the RAP and settlement of people, but we are working to solve those, and we are committed to complete that dam. We have Siui Mrunyi in West Pokot that is at almost 80% complete, and we are looking forward to complete it by the end of next year, because as promised, we have put in systems, we have allocated money to these dams to complete them. However, that is not enough to solve our food and our flooding problem. That is not enough. And also, because the Kenya is expansive and more than 83% of this country is arid and semi-arid, we have a program called Community Households Water Harvesting Program that is built on farms. A water pan for every farmer in different areas to help in this water storage. These are low-hanging fruits. These are short-term measures, because the challenge of water pans is within 4-5 years, we will have siltation issues, and this will require more funding to desilt. Tentatively, our solution as a country lies on these large storage facilities, and these are dams. And that is why I'm calling on Kenyans, wakulima wote, wherever they are. Water storage is a collective responsibility to saidiane, because the little that you hold in your own small farm plays a bigger role in minimizing flooding in downstream areas. Let us not watch this water end up in our ocean and in our internal lakes. That will be a waste for this country. Secondly, when we store water, we solve our food security problem, and also human conflicts that happen due to competition for this scarce resource between animals and people during dry periods. We are looking at a system that is conjoined, a system that is supposed to be self-regulating and self-checking. Our food issues cannot forever depend on rain-fed agriculture. The government, apart from the old irrigation schemes of Ahero, Mwea, Bura, name them, the government and as a ministry, we have a target of irrigating more than 44,000 acres this year. So this water storage is the first step for us to achieve that irrigation system. We have a deficit of 700,000 metric tons of rice in this country. And that's why we're expanding irrigation schemes in Bura, in Lower Kuja, where we visited to expand the other day with the president. I've visited even the small irrigation schemes. Sometimes back I was in Narok to visit an irrigation scheme called Olopito. I went to Meru to check out the progress of Tumtumu irrigation scheme that is already happening. And we had very tough conversations with those contractors, because as a country we need to be serious. Please, Kenyans, wherever we are, in your own small way, conservation of water, the storage of this water in our farms plays another role of groundwater recharge. When we call them the idea of having sponge cities, whereby if you live in towns like Nairobi, Nakuru was already is in the process of incorporating that in their systems. I was there like 2 months ago, launching the same initiative, that our green spaces should become our aquifer recharge points. Nairobi National Park here, the green land is supposed to be form of what we call nature-based groundwater resilience program, whereby this water, we use those spaces to percolate the water into our aquifers, and that ensures that our boreholes don't run dry. But this cannot happen if all Kenyans are not sensitized that storing that little amount of water in our small farms plays a bigger role in future. Areas such as Northeastern, where we don't have so many active surface water, we need this water for future use during famine in our boreholes. And we cannot recharge those boreholes unless we hold that water and give it time to percolate. Let us not watch these short rains completely elude us and end up in our oceans. Fellow Kenyans, I'm more interested in our small efforts, because combined, the ripple effect of that is unimaginable, not only to this generation, but to future generations. Thwake Dam is one of this administration's flagship projects, and His Excellency the President is very keen on its completion. And I think in less than 1 month I was in Thwake, trying to unlock that deadlock. The main challenge in Thwake was that there was a design change along the way. This project was the height of the dam, of the actual embankment, that's what we call the dam, was designed at 77 meters. But the dam's experts, these are the people who look at the safety of dams all over the world, and also to increase storage of water impoundment, advised it to be raised by 3 meters. So imagine it is a almost 1.5 kilometer long wall. I think one of you should visit and have a look at that wall, raising it by 3 meters from 77 to 80.5. It was 77.5 to 80.5. The main challenge was funding. Because of those, there was a requirement to have saddle dams along it, on the sides. You see, if you impound water here and you have increased the height, because of the nature of the setup, water is bound to spill from that side, the sides. So we call them saddle dams. That also became in as a variation. At the time of tendering, the geological survey at the foundation, at the river bed, during construction they encountered very weak soils. So also that necessitated another variation. We call them variations in engineering. And also, this project has been ongoing from 2017 to 2024. They are what we call cost variations. Because of inflation, COVID came, wars started, so the cost of materials has gone up. We have engaged African Development Bank. These are the actual funding partners. I was with them when I traveled to meet them, and that is our key agenda. We have raised a memo, a cabinet memorandum on the same, to enable us unlock that funding challenge from ADB. I've engaged ADB, so your problem on funding, I'm looking forward in the next 2 or 3 months will be unlocked. And I actually met that contractor and the consultant here in the office 3 weeks ago.